Hi, it's day 6, and Mike still wants a podcast. Just finished up the second coat on my studio. I think it's starting to come together real quick. That's that back wall that's not painted. That's going to be the styrofoam brick that are over there. They'll cover that up. Today, I got in my first Canon Axia G7 or HD 70 4K camera. I got 2 more coming. I'm pretty excited to get that out tomorrow and hook it up to the A10 Mini and just kind of start making some flow. I got a job today. I'm going back to work. Just to get a little background, I opened a restaurant with another guy in July of 2016. We opened a 300-seat restaurant. We were a really good success until COVID, obviously. We do it about $4 million a year, but then with everything with COVID, it worked out. I ended up selling my half and made a little under $500,000, and immediately crawled into a bottle and kind of crawled out a month ago and wanted to build a podcast studio. He kept that restaurant building and opened a new restaurant, which is struggling. And I actually will take over day-to-day operations on Monday. It's kind of weird going back to the restaurant I built before, but I know, folks will come see me. Honestly, I just want to make money to get the podcast going, and Andy's a good guy, and I want to help him. That's what we're trying to do now. So I'm excited about that. We loosened up my budget a little bit, and I'm just hopeful that, this space is going to be, at the end of the day, if it doesn't make any money as a studio, I don't care. All the equipment will have been purchased. Worst case scenario, I got a place to do my podcasts and, a clubhouse, a really cool one filled with Shure microphones and all the toys and gadgets. I will be doing, right now I have 5. I don't know if anybody else does this, and I don't even know if my methodology is good, but right now I have 5 podcasts in the works. The first one's going to start on my 50th birthday, which is May 18th. That's called Uncommon Content. I'm a memorist. I'm a published author. So it's just kind of a commentary. I have a kind of a theme for it, but it's just a general commentary about life. Very, very true, very, very exposed, and that's how my writing was. So, I feel like podcasts are an extension of they're like the new writing. Nobody reads anymore, which I think is a shame. Even while I'm painting, I'm listening to an Audible book. I'm listening to Cloud Atlas, phenomenal book. But I think that there is change, and I think that blogging can be, or not blogging, well, the blogging was supposed to be the new writing, but see, anybody can blog. You just kind of need a laptop and some creativity. To podcast, you need to have that creativity, but you also need to have equipment. If you want to, it isn't really competition, but, for lack of a better term, if you want to compete, your voice has to sound like the others. Your video has to look like the others. Now, I picked a camcorder because I like the way it looks. And I'm not the only one, but that's the look I'm going. So anyway, I'm going to have that podcast. I'm actually going to read my book on my podcast. I haven't figured out that exact format. I'd like that to start, somewhere around June 1st, because, half of each episode is already written. And my goal is to read my book half chapter at a time. I started it 15 years ago, and a lot's changed since then, and I've changed, and the world has changed around me. And I'm hoping to read this story. It was the story of my life, but it's just great stories. I'm a storyteller. And I'm going to, do half chapter a week. Half of it will be the reading of that chapter or that half chapter, and then I will commentary. Kind of like hopefully a much cooler Mystery Science Theater 3000. I think that's about all I have for now. The other podcasts I'm not sure on. I want to do a football gambling and a restaurant podcast because those are the 2 things I know quite a bit about. And I'm going to run this restaurant, so I'll have that as a place to film some of the episodes of that. And I'm open to whatever else. So day 6 is in the books. It was a good one. It was a great one. Let's hope tomorrow is even better. See ya.